Captain's Log, SCS Excalibur, Stardate 2709.67. Fleet Admiral Roger Wilco commanding. The Excalibur is on course to investigate the mysterious disappearance of several ships in the uncharted region of space known as the Menudo Triangle. I no doubt have been selected for this mission due to my great achievements as a military leader and matchless diplomatic skills. Is this the same Roger Wilco we've been following for 4 games? It's waiting for me to click. I go forward with total confidence in my ship and my crew, yet I am vaguely uneasy. I cannot put memories of traveling to the future and meeting my son out of my mind. Each night my dreams are haunted by the image of the woman he said would one day be my wife. I know she's out there somewhere. But that's not important right now. The fate of trillions rides on the decisions I may have to make in the next several hours. As captain of the Star Confederacy's proudest flagship, I must follow the supreme guideline. To boldly go where no man has... To bravely traverse where no creature has traversed. No, that's not it. Skip it. Admiral, strike ships coming in at 3.35. Shields up, battle stations, lock weapons. Neutron beams locked, proton torpedoes armed. Tactical, fire neutron beams, helm hard deployment. Cadet Wilco, what in the name of the 7th star cluster are you doing in the bridge simulator? Get your sorry carcass out of there and get back to class where you belong, Space Cadet. And if I catch you in there again without permission, I'll have you tossed out of the academy so fast you'll get warp disorientation. Notice the mouse sitting on the thing in the foreground there. His illusions of spacefaring grandeur cruelly shattered by Captain Quirk, Roger Wilco exits from the bridge simulator into the hallways of the Star Confederacy's Space Academy, where he has enrolled himself in an attempt to realize his lifelong dream of becoming a starship captain. The last several months have not been easy for our hero, what with having to juggle time between skipping classes, snoozing through lectures, and spending long moments considering the implications of actually opening a textbook. But our fearless former sanitation engineer has stumbled resolutely past these obstacles, pursuing his goal with unwavering determination, blissfully unaware that fate was about to hurl another spitball in his direction. Alright, the first thing you probably noticed about this game is that this is not a CD-ROM version. This was actually produced by Sierra's subsidiary Dynamics, where Mark Crow had relocated to after Space Quest 4. And Dynamics didn't have the financial wherewithal to do a CD version of this game. They would rather focus their limited money on new games rather than improving old games. So there was never a talkie version of this, so you're stuck with me again. second thing you probably noticed is that the introduction theme and the introduction scenario sounded very much like Star Trek. And that was the goal of this game. It is very much like a set of Star Trek episodes. In fact, we see the warp engines of the USS Enterprise. This aging behemoth has outlived its intended lifespan by several decades and will soon be heading for the scrapyards. That looks like the Enterprise refit. An Alpha-class strike fighter from the colony worlds. This baby has it all: speed, maneuverability, and enough firepower to blast apart a comet. Too bad you'll probably never give the youth and shoutiness of one in your natural lifetime. The Starcon registry lists this ship as the personal launch of Ambassador Beatrice Wankmeister from the G6 quadrant. You dimly recall hearing her name once before, but the effort to remember anything further results in nothing more than a storm of misfired brain synapses and a dull headache. Interesting name, especially if you are familiar with British slang. Small janitorial closet is situated at one end of the hallway. Through this doorway is the Academy's bridge simulator, the scene of your latest humiliation at the Starcon Academy. Just another interesting but totally useless example of technological engineering at work. This hallway leads to the Academy's main rotunda. Conference room A. There's some kind of a meeting going on. I think the meeting is after you go to class. Fellow members of the tightly knit Starcon Cadet Brigade. Drop dead, Wilco. Once again, Roger stands in front of the thing I'm trying to click on. A Charlie Brown teacher kind of thing. Sorry I'm late, Professor. You mean, the Starcon aptitude test is today? Yes, sir, I'll get started right away. What's that? Come talk to you after class? Yes, sir. Gronko is commanding a Nova-class scout ship when he finds himself face-to-face with 3 Horak battlecruisers. He should surrender in the face of impossible odds, pretend they aren't there, activate his ship's self-destruct mechanism, and beam over a pickup bouquet or reboot. I wasn't told there would be a test. When encountering an alien ship for the first time, you should immediately open fire with every weapon at your disposal, broadcast Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries over the comlink, beam your entire crew over their ship as a gesture of goodwill, B, then A, none of the above. Before beaming down to an unexplored planet for the first time, you should be sure to check that your seatbelt is fastened and the tray tables are locked securely in the upright position, your fly, your life insurance coverage, the Fetzer valve in your oxygen mask, or the planet's atmospheric readings. You're marooned on an alien planet with no weapons and a killer android out for your blood. You should gather basic ingredients to make gunpowder and fashion a cannon from vines and sticks. Stuff a banana in its exhaust pipe, drop a big rock on the robot and shout "Hasta la vista, baby." Roll in the mud to camouflage yourself. Climb a tree, flap your arms wildly, and scream "tweet tweet" at the top of your lungs in that order, in order to mimic the mating behavior of the ruby-throated Arcturian swine falcon as a diversionary tactic. You're on an EVA with a partner and you notice his face is turning blue, and he's clutching wildly at his throat. This is the sign that you will soon be a new partner. In a burst of creative insight, he has created a new dance called the Moonwalk. He suffered from a vitamin deficiency and needs to eat more leafy green vegetables. He fell for the old golf ball in the air hose trick. A and D. To ensure that your crew's microwave meals are heated adequately and evenly on board your ship, you should wrap everything in aluminum foil, cook each meal at the maximum power setting for 45 minutes, put a live space varmint in with each meal so you can more easily determine when it's done, huck the thing and settle for roasting wieners on the maneuvering jets, or inject radioactive plutonium isotope into each piece of food. When it glows, it's ready. If Grebe leaves the Crab Nebula at 3200 GST, Galactic Standard Time, and travels at 9.75 million ZPM, how long will it take him to reach the planet Davicon 5 if he has a solar wind at his back? Let's see. 4930 GST. How fast does light travel through a vacuum? Well, obviously, it depends on if it's a canister or an upright. Which is an example of the fuzzy boundary, the area in space where two planetary bodies, where a smaller third object is not clearly under the gravitational influence of either, the event horizon of a supermassive black hole, the place where a receding hairline gives way to bare scalp, or the point at which the marginal utility of trying to squeeze the last bit of toothpaste from the tube is offset by the opportunity cost of going to the store for a new one. To successfully accomplish a manual molecular reintegration bypass on a standard transport unit, you should reverse the phase polarity of the interface grid, jiggle the handle, pray fervently to whatever deity you happen to believe in, C, then B, or switch to US Sprint. The test's over already. I failed! Oh, help! Nice jazzy death theme here. It's quite long, actually. But what we can do is look at the next guy's paperwork, and he selected option D for this. So when you're face-to-face with 3 Horak battle cruisers, you send over a pick-me-up bouquet. When you're encountering an alien ship for the first time, you want an E. Before beaming down to an unexplored planet for the first time, you should check watch the Proctor bot. If he's looking at you, don't do it. He's also selected option E, which is the planet's atmospheric readings. And no, none of these test items will ever come up to play in real life like the rest of the game. No, never. Killer android. What should you do then? Charlie. Drop a big rock on the robot and shout "Hasta la vista, baby." Partner's face turning blue in the EVA. Echo. To ensure your crew's microwave meals are heated adequately, you should... Charlie. Put a space varmint in. Alright, Grebe and his, math problem there. Echo. The neutron star is too dense. How fast does light travel through a vacuum? Looks like delta. Which is an example of a fuzzy boundary? Alpha. And to do the transporter bypass, you should alpha. Reverse the phase polarity. Notice there's a Klingon-looking guy right behind Roger. Yes, sir, I agree that cleaning the Academy crest is an appropriate punishment for being late to class. I'll get right on it. Janitorial closet here. No! It's a scrub-o-matic floor cleaner with patented sit-and-spin cleaning action. You cram the scrub-o-matic into your seemingly bottomless pocket. You cram the safety cones into your seemingly bottomless pocket. They don't seem to like Roger very well. You can go around the thing there, but I don't think it does anything. How does this thing work? Yow! As you can see here, Ambassador Whitemeister, we run a very tight ship here at the Academy. This institution is the pride of the Star Confederation and is one of the best of its kind in the known universe. It's nice to see our tax buckets aren't going completely to waste, Captain Quark. Here we are, Ms. Whitemeister. This is the main rotunda. It was dedicated on Stardate 09-2097.27. Excuse me, aren't you Roger Wilco, the man who foiled the Sarians some years back? Finally, somebody recognizes Roger. Besides Volhall. Suddenly, it all comes rushing back. It's her, the woman from the holodisk in Space Quest 12 or 4. Now's your big chance, Roger. Say something clever and romantic. Yes. Way to sweep her back onto her feet, Raj. Nice to see you haven't lost your golden touch with women. Considering this is like the second woman in the game series so far. Excuse me, Ambassador, but we should be heading to the conference now. Maybe the third. You're not at all what I expected, Wilco. See you around. Hold on a minute, Cadet. He doesn't like being shown up. Looks like missed a spot. Sir, you better watch your step. The floor is still really wet and just a little bit. Slippery. Haha, nice rug, Quark. Is that a toupee or a roadkill? You did that on purpose, Wilco. I'm placing you on double secret probation. One more screw-up and your space cadet days are over. And we leave the cones because it's still wet. We can't go down here because they will not let us. And that mouse went into the computer, the Grademaster 2000. Job, Starcon aptitude test scores. Gordon, fail. Einstein, fail. Wilco, processing. What was that? Excuse me, Captain, you didn't raise your hand. Now, as I was saying, Ambassador Wentmeister, we are a fairly remote installation, and I simply can't spare the ships to launch the kind of operation you suggest. Here's Roger in the background. I'm afraid you don't understand the potential ramifications of this problem, Admiral. If the sludge bandits continue to illegally dump toxic waste wherever and whenever they choose, the environmental consequences could be staggering. Entire planets could be devastated. I think you overstate the issue, Ambassador. Even so, we have more than enough ships on patrol to put a stop to these sludge bandits, as you call them. Look, Ambassador, we have top-notch ships staffed with the finest crews in the galaxy. Starcon accepts only the best and brightest for fleet trading. And there's Roger. You look, Rughead. Illegal dumping is going on in the sector right under your polyweave. Our patrols have located dumping. Hey, this is made from real hair. In any case, I'd like to hear more about these alleged illegal dumping sites. Perhaps over dinner this evening? I have already transmitted the coordinates to Starcon Central Command, along with the list of suspected sites that we haven't been able to check out yet. Well, then that settles it. Captain Quirk, you shall go to these sites and investigate Ambassador Wankmeister's allegations. Admiral, I'll be going along as an observer. I'm afraid that's impossible. Regulations strictly forbid civilian participation in military operations. Admiral, I think having the ambassador along could be a good idea. I'm sure the two of us could develop a productive working relationship. Admiral, may I remind you that I am an official representative of the people of Quadrant G6 with full ambassadorial status, and as such, not subject to... Now, Ambassador, I'm sure Captain Quark will do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. There's no need for you to hinder him on this mission. This is my system and my people we're talking about here. I'm going on that ship, and that's all there is to it. Case closed. We're adjourned. Good day, gentlemen. No! Oh, great. The savior of the universe in all his glory. Isn't there a mop somewhere with your name on it? Way to go, Raj. Another sterling performance. Yeah, I caught the jerk trying to sneak some answers off my test. Here he comes. This is awful. I totally biffed on my SAT test. I'll never make captain now. That's too bad, Schblock. How'd you make out, Roger? I haven't seen my score yet. The SAT scores for our class are posted on the bulletin board, Roger. I sure hope you made out better than I did. Take off, Wilco. Nothing useful there. Cadet Wilco, on behalf of the administration, I would like to congratulate you on receiving a perfect score on your SAT. Not in the entire history of Starcon Academy has a cadet received such high marks. You should be proud. On the recommendation of our test analysis computer system, you are to begin training for captaincy aboard one of our flying star cruisers. Captain Quirk proposed to recite it. You've done the Academy proud. Sincerely, current Chief Commanding Officer's name here. Yep, the mouse must have broken the computer. Your test results may be able to have it trained. And so, having undergone an intensive weekend captain's trainee seminar on the planet Oakhurst, Roger is shuttled to his new command, the SCS Eureka. Vaguely reminiscent of the scene from Star Trek 1. Hey, that's not a starship, it's a garbage scow. Figures. Hello, sir. I'm Subcorporal Drool, your nav and weapons officer on this heap. Flo's the name. I'm your comm specialist, grade 4. Hello, crew. I'm your new commanding officer, Captain Roger Wilco. I know some of you may not be as excited to be serving on the Eureka as I am, but I promise you this, we're going to be the best gosh darn garbage scow in the entire Star Confederation. We have nothing to fear but fear itself, so hold your heads high, men. We shall overcome. We are but dust in the wind, born free, running wild, with liberty and justice for all. So let's be all we can be. Remember, it's not just a job, it's an adventure. It was a chair, really. Guess we got a live one here, Flo. You said it, Drool. Alright, and on that note, we are going to save our game here. And call it an episode, because this is about 20-some minutes. So, next episode, we'll see what kind of orders the SCS Eureka is going to get. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.